Class 10th Probability, Chapter number 5, Basic Introduction Parts of Probability। यहाँ पर हम इम्पेरिकल प्रोबेबिलिटी के बारे में जानकारी लेंगे। इम्पेरिकल प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है? प्रोबेबिलिटी, इम्पेरिकल प्रोबेबिलिटी। तो पहले इम्पेरिकल प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है उसके लिए हम जानकारी ले रहे हैं। तो इसकी डिफाइन, वी हैव study about experimental probability is our empirical probability. Empirical probability of event which were based on the results of actual experiment. एक्चुअल एक्सपेरिमेंट्स। हमने यहाँ पर इम्पेरिकल प्रोबेबिलिटी के बारे में जानना चाहा, जो कि हमें ये बताता है जो हम स्टडी करते हैं अबाउट एक्सपेरिमेंटल प्रोबेबिलिटीज़ को इम्पेरिकल प्रोबेबिलिटीज़ कहते हैं। इवेंट विच वर बेस्ड ऑन रिजल्ट ऑफ एक्चुअल एक्सपेरिमेंट। एक्सपेरिमेंट बहुत टाइप्स के होते हैं, उनको आधार बनाकर जो भी एक्सपेरिमेंट को बेस बनाकर, आधार बनाकर हम कोई निष्कर्ष पर निकलते हैं, वो हमारी इम्पेरिकल प्रोबेबिलिटीज़ हैं। हम इसमें बहुत सारे एग्जांपल अपनी ओर से भी बना सकते हैं और बहुत सारे एग्जांपल हो भी सकते हैं। मैं एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल रखता हूँ। एग्जांपल, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड an experiment of tossing a coin 1000 times. Their outcomes coming different types of results. Different types of results 1000 times we get head 475 and tails is 525, and again head is 625 and tail outcomes 375. Again head 630 and tell 370 and so on. It's make so on example are example are based true experimental theory based these are all example are empirical probability. So we have understand the empirical probability. Empirical probability PE is equal to number of trials in which the events happens oblique total number of trials. So here PE is equal to M oblique N. Here M is the number of trials in which the favorable events happens. Favorable events happens. Here favorable events happens. 0 so bigger is M and M से bigger N. Here 0 M oblique N 1. So 0 probability events is less than 1. Thus the probability of happening of an favorable events always lies between lies between favorable events lies between 0 and 1. तो हमने देखा द प्रोबेबिलिटी हैपनिंग ऑफ फेवरेबल इवेंट्स always lies between 0 to 0 and 1. Condition is there if PE is equal to 1, then E is called a certain favorable events, and second probability if PE event is 0, then E is called an impossible favorable event. So hence PE number of favorable outcomes oblique total number of possible outcomes PE is equal to NE oblique NS. Here topic is impossible events. Impossible event. The probability of an event which is impossible to occur is 0. Such an experiment, such an event is called impossible events. Impossible events. Let us understand with example. A die is thrown once. What is probability what is the probability comes number 8. 8. Answer: a die is thrown, the numbers thrown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 numbers. There are no found. There are no found 8 numbers. 8 numbers is in the single throw. So these are impossible. These are impossible events. Impossible event. So we write P getting 0 by 8 or 0 probability. Second topic is that sure events. Sure event, our certain event. Sure event and certain event is that the probability of an event which is sure our certain to occur is one such event is called sure events. Our certain events. Let us example. A die is marked with less than 7 number. So a die possible outcomes less than 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So PE is equal to NE upon NS is equal to 6 by 6 is equal to 1. So the probability probability of an event which is sure to occur is 1. Such events called sure our certain events, sure and certain events. Elementary events, A events having only one outcomes of the experiment is called elementary events. For example, if E and F are elementary event, then PE plus PF is equal to 1, and others example also like three elementaries PA PB plus PC is equal to 1. So we result the sum of the probability of all probability of n probability of all elementary events of an experiment is getting 1. So let us understand another example. Suppose we throw a die once. Question is that what is the probability of getting a number greater than 4, and second is what is the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4. So less than or equal to 4. So we see here first is what is the probability getting number greater than 4. 4 greater than 4 is 5 and 6 numbers, and probability, what is the probability of getting number less than equal to 4? So PF 1, 2, 3 and 4, then add PE plus PF is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here PE, PF total outcomes is probability PE plus PF total is value is 6/6 is equal to 1 is getting probability PE total outcomes (6/6) is equal to 1. Is equal to PE plus PF is equal to 1. Another is here PE plus PE naught is equal to also 1. Here P is occurrence of events, and P naught the event is not denoted by P is event is not E, and it's denoted by PE naught. The events PE plus P naught is equal to 1. E naught, and here E naught is also complementary event, complement of event E. So we also say probability event E and probability E naught are complementary event.